first win against Italy in Italy for Germany since 1986. It's been a while. You guys, it's been a while. How many years is that? 96, 06, 16. That's almost 40 years, dude. That's almost 40 years. Wait, did I count that right? 96, 86 to 96, that's 10. 96, 06, 16. Yeah, bro, that's almost 40 years without a win in Italy against Italy. So huge win for Germany today in the first leg of the UEFA Nations League quarterfinals. Second leg will be played in the Westfalenstadion in Dortmund on Sunday. So that's a sold-out crowd waiting. That's going to be exciting. We'll preview that a little bit at the end of this game. But yeah, Germany get the big 2-1 win. Close game. I would say this was a closer game than I thought it was going to be. A much closer game than I thought it was going to be. Italy had a lot more for Germany in the attack. They created a lot more chances. I expected them. They created a lot more chances than I expected. Sorry, I can't speak. End of the day, I was at work for 8-9 hours, guys. Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the game, Germany's performance. My man of the match today. You already know who it is. Joshua freaking Kimmich, my boy. World-class right back and world-class midfielder. Who else? Who else? No one else. That's the answer. So yeah, let's pull up the scoreline here. Yeah, let's talk about the game. So the game starts off dicey for Germany. It starts off dicey for us, man. You know, it was 50-50, but then all of a sudden a long ball, a beautiful long ball by Bastoni. Beautiful long ball to Bastoni. Out to the right side. David Raum was caught out, and he was a little too late, and he was beat on the run by Sandro Tonali and not Sandro Tonali. I think it was who made the run behind David Raum. I can't remember, but David Raum was beat on the run by the Italian player. He stayed onside, and yeah, it actually was under control. Oliver Baumann came out, imposed himself, and the shot was tame, but Jonathan Tah's clearance was awful. Tah needs to do better there. He clears it. He literally day one defending, rookie mistake. You are told when clearing a ball to not play a tame clearance through the middle, especially Jonathan Tah, not in your own 18-yard box. Do you do a sloppy, loserish, weak clearance like that? And yeah, Jonathan Tah's clearance falls right to Sandro Tonali. And, you know, people will say to tap in. I don't think so. Sandro Tonali still has a lot to do with that shot because Joshua Kimmich was closing him down. Oliver Baumann was coming back to try and save the shot. Rudiger was on the line. So he still had a lot to do to put the ball in the back of the net. He puts it in the back of the net. Italy up 1-0 after 9 minutes. And I'm thinking, uh-oh. Because I made a prediction video. I did my UEFA Nations League quarterfinal predictions video. And I did say Italy was not going to have much for Germany. I didn't think their attack was going to be strong enough. And they started the goal. They started the game off with 1 goal coming in the 9th minute. So dicey. But yeah, after that goal, really a 50-50 half. A lot of Germany's play was coming through crosses. You also Kimmich, corners. Amiri getting those balls in. Leroy Sané getting those balls in. And yeah, Burkhardt, Jonathan Burkhardt, I think this is his first official start for the German national team. Jonathan Burkhardt wasn't really imposing, wasn't that impressive. Maybe the service could have been better, but not the best debut starting performance for the national team that he wanted. And we'll get to the guy who came on for him, Kleindienst, what he did in the second half. Excellent striker, that guy. I mean, genuinely. But yeah, the rest of the first half really played out as a 50-50 game. Italy had their chances. I would say the best players for Italy today were definitely, there was like 4 players for Italy that really carried a lot of weight. Donnarumma was excellent today. He conceded 2 goals, but I thought Donnarumma was doing a good job back there. Bastoni was doing a decent job, but in the second half, Bastoni got a little bit outrun, a little bit overwhelmed. But so, yeah, I'm not going to blame him entirely. He's not, there's 3 other guys in the defense. They need to do better as well. But the 2 impressive players for me on this Italian team today was Moise Kean and Sandro Tonali. Obviously, Sandro Tonali, not just because he scored the goal, but he was doing backflip. He was doing heel flicks and Zlatan-style karate kick passes at one point. He had an excellent battle. Him and Barella had an excellent battle in the midfield today against against Leon Goretzka and Pascal Gross. Yeah, that was a really good battle between those four players in the midfield today. So yeah, I thought Tonali was excellent, and I thought Moise Kean, man, there's a reason why he's been one of the best players in the Serie A this season. His career went a little up and down, was probably pushed into the main stage too early, but now at Fiorentina, he's really finding himself. And today I thought in behind the Germany defense, as a presence in the box, sharp shooting whenever he got the chance, I was impressed with Moise Kean. So yeah, maybe Italy's attack isn't as bad. Maybe they're making me bite my tongue a little bit, but there's still a second leg. They have to come to Germany. They have to go to the sold-out Westfalenstadion and get a result, and they're 2-1 down. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we go into the second half. Italy up 1-0. And go to my Twitter page, guys. Go to my Twitter page at Hokagepuya. And go to my tweet at halftime. And I said some quick fixes for Julian Nagelsmann to get this Germany team back up front, to get them going. I said a couple things, but my main substitutions were to bring on Angelo Stiller, were to bring on Schlotterbeck, and to bring on, I'm forgetting someone else, but I said bring on Schlotterbeck. He came on, and Schlotterbeck was excellent when he came on. I told him to bring on Angelo Stiller. Did not happen. Wait, did Angelo Stiller come on as a sub? Let's actually check here. I literally have a... No, he didn't. Andrich came in for Pascal Gross. So Angelo Stiller didn't come in, but the main thing I wanted was bring in Tim Kleindienst. Bring in that focal point, big, tall striker presence in the box, and he will get this Germany team going again. He will get a goal. And what happened? I made that tweet. What happened? As you see on your screen here, Tim Kleindienst gets a goal in the 49th minute, headed goal. Exactly what you need from a German striker. And it was an excellent ball from Joshua Kimmich on that right side. Perfection, man, from Joshua Kimmich, my man of the match. But it just shows you, and I always say this, Germany will always play better. Germany, in terms of attack, they always and trust me, the strongest Germany teams will always have that focal point striker, that box presence, that striker that stays in that box and is in there for crosses, any loose balls, any shooting opportunities they get. And don't get me wrong, Tim Kleindienst ain't no Miroslav Klose. He's no Rudi Völler, Jürgen Klinsmann, Gerd Müller. He's not. But it just shows you that for this Germany team, for just any Germany team, I truly believe this, you could put a half-decent striker up there, a half-decent old-school box striker, and he will get the goals, which is why Niklas Füllkrug was such a revelation for this Germany team since the 2022 World Cup and in the last Euros and all the games since then. Because he's just like, Füllkrug is good in build-up play. He's deceptively good in the build-up play and holding the ball up. But in the box, he's a menace. And Tim Kleindienst is the same. He's super tall, and he has incredible heading ability. And you saw excellent headed goal today after putting away a beautiful Joshua Kimmich cross. So yeah, Tim Kleindienst putting in performances, man. The last time, his last call-ups too, he's putting goals in. So for Germany, all of a sudden you have Kai Havertz, Niklas Füllkrug, Tim Kleindienst fighting for the striker position now. That's no Miroslav Klose, right? That's no, like I said, that's no Miroslav Klose, Mario Gomez. That's not, they're not that caliber technically, but they're still very good options to have. So Tim Kleindienst putting his name there into Nagelsmann's vision for the World Cup next year. Now, obviously, we're 15, 16 months away from that. He has to play good at the club level for Mönchengladbach the next year and a half, right? Next season also, including the rest of this season. But very impressive. And what you saw after that goal is just Germany. The momentum grew, the confidence grew. They gained more control of the match. Italy still had maybe had like two good chances in the second half. But Oliver Baumann made two excellent. Actually, no, Italy had two big chances in the second half. But Oliver Baumann had an excellent game today for Germany. Really, really good. And if I'm Ter Stegen, if I'm these other German goalies, Baumann comes in and he puts a performance like that. I'm telling you guys, whoever it is, Ter Stegen, Alexander Nubel, whoever, they haven't had a performance like Oliver Baumann did today. He made some excellent saves. In the second half, The save off the 1v1, I'm forgetting who it was that was in 1v1, but he made a 1v1 save and also an excellent in your post save on a corner that Italy had. So Oliver Baumann, very strong performance today. Can he keep doing that? Because you guys, yes, I still believe Neuer should have never retired and he should still play for this Germany team. But if Baumann plays like that, yes, I'd still prefer Neuer. But hey, that's pretty good. You guys, if Baumann plays like that, I'm in. Baumann 2026 World Cup, sign me up. Because this was an excellent performance from him today. And yeah, besides those two chances for Italy, Germany had their chances of their own. Things just weren't falling for us. I felt the ref was a little harsh on us as well today. I felt like he made a bunch of calls for Italy that were not fouls from us. So it is what it is. And then eventually, Germany with the momentum, we get a corner, a great Joshua Kimmich corner, and Leon Goretzka in his return game, his first start for Germany in 2 years, I believe it is. I believe since the 2022 World Cup, he's finally back in the squad, and he had an excellent second half, and he gets his head on that corner to get the lead for Germany, 2-1. It's a good result, man. It's a good result, and dude, I honestly can't stop and just smile and be happy for Leon Goretzka because he took a lot of shit the last 2 years. People were starting to call him McTominay with muscles. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I lost belief at the end of last season for Bayern. I did lose belief because he just looked lost. He looked like he just needed to leave and have a fresh start. But he stuck to his guns like a man and said, no, I'm going to fight for my spot at Bayern. I'm going to fight for my spot back in this German national team. And he's done so when he comes in, and all of a sudden, if the classic old Leon Goretzka of 2020, 2021, 2019 is back, he's all of a sudden a guy with Pascal Gross, Pavlovic, Angelo Stiller, Robert Andrich. All these guys, all of a sudden, are competing for these midfield spots. And Leon Goretzka is another name added to the list of people looking to start for Germany in World Cup 2026. So interesting stuff going on in the German midfield. So yeah, good win for Germany today, 2-1 away from home. Like I said, the first win Germany has gotten against Italy on Italian soil since 1986. And I think it just shows you, man, there's something in this Germany team. It's a lot different from the end of Jogi Löw, even the Hansi Flick team, who I do believe the German national team players actually failed Hansi Flick at that World Cup. There just is something different. They have this fight back mentality. Think back to the Spain game. They never gave up in that game, although they ended up unfairly losing, because we should have had a penalty. Cucurella handball, whatever. It is what it is. Spain just always getting Spanish clubs and national team always just getting those lovely refereeing decisions. But it is what it is. They just seem to always make mistakes for the Spain. But anyway. There's just something different about this Germany team. They play with more energy. They play with more belief. They've captured the imaginations of the German fan base again. Musiala, Wirtz was out. Wirtz is out with an injury, but with Musiala and Wirtz and the confidence of this team growing, Joshua Kimmich just being perfect for Germany for a while now. Rudiger and Tah, Schlotterbeck, options in the back finally with speed. This Germany team is dangerous, dude. Now, hopefully they can get the win in Germany and seal it. I don't see how Italy wins in the Westfalenstadion in Dortmund. I don't see it. I think Germany will come in with momentum in that second leg and get the job done. So that game is going to be interesting. But yeah, and something else I got to say before I sign off here, Julian Nagelsmann. I'm very impressed with him. I'm really impressed with him. What really impressed me about Nagelsmann today is his in-game management. He's getting better at in-game management. And I think he's sometimes often ridiculed too hard, but also when you're the German national team coach and the coach of Bayern, you have to face the same ridicule that a 60-year-old, 70-year-old manager would take. But sometimes people forget the guy is under 40. The guy still has so much to learn. He was never going to be perfect at 35, 36, 37 years old as a manager. And you're seeing today just in-game management, making the right subs, making the right tactical switches, bringing on the right attackers to come and change the game on for Germany when they're down 1-0 to Italy in Italy. So we move in silence. Basically. Happy with the win, 2-1. And yeah, on Sunday, we're going to be playing that return leg Wait, is that on Sunday or am I bullshitting myself right now? Hold the phone. I feel like I'm gonna disappoint myself because I'm telling myself. Oh yeah, we do play on Sunday. We do play on Sunday at home against Italy with a 2-1 lead. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm sure we'll get the win there, and we'll be in the semifinals of the UEFA Nations League. And yeah, we move. It's been your boy Hokage Pui. That's all I wanted to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.